my video. I can only turn it off or turn it on, so we'll turn it on. I guess I'll expand this so you guys can see my face and not everything around me. But as you guys know, happy Thanksgiving, by the way. I hope your Thanksgiving was great. I am turning it like this because I don't trust the vertical, the portrait mode on on this platform anymore. So I'm going to be going horizontal. I hope you guys all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm utterly exhausted. I worked myself to the bone. Great food. Hey, Diesel, Melanie, it's nice to see you guys. Hi. I don't have, I did it horizontally, so I don't have, apparently, I guess when you go horizontally, you don't have, the backgrounds. So I can beautify myself, which I don't really need. I can clip myself, which is kind of cool. I'm clipping myself. I'll be pushing out a highlight. Hopefully it's unlisted and you guys will see it. It's pretty interesting what you can do on this that I didn't know you could do. It's nice to see you. 18 people. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in, guys. We're finding out news right now about the soldier, Sarah. Her name is Sarah Beckstrom, and she is the West Virginia National Guardsman. And it has come in about an hour ago that she did lose her life. We learned several hours ago from her father that she was not going to make it. And they were just waiting, for everything. It sounded like the feds already charged the guy with, the violence with the weapon and what have you. So it's just a sad event because today's Thanksgiving and so many of us were with our family and friends. And just to think that this beautiful 20-year-old girl, it's done. It's like over for her. Over what? Over what? And now they're trying to say this guy was mentally ill. I'm not buying it. Don't even start playing it with us with the mentally ill crap because this guy drove all the way across country. Okay, mentally ill, he would have done this in his own backyard. Okay? He wouldn't have had the wherewithal to come, and he's tied in with the CIA and we're going after Brennan? Cut it out. I don't want to hear it. I don't have the brain cells right now to deal with what needs to be dealt with on this. I'm so upset for this family. It's just sad. It's just sad. I probably should have turned the phone the other way because I got my cord going across me. It's nice to see you guys. Diesel, Melanie, Lisa B. Always, Tammy, Peggy. It's nice to see you. No Clue. It's nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Dreaming of blue skies and sandy beaches. Hello, Anthony. It's nice to see you, love. Hello, hello, hello. Nightbot's working. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. I had an amazing day. It was a lot of work, It's days like today that I really miss Pop, It really is. So, but we had a great time. We had a lot of food, a lot of treats. I brought a lot of food home. I got a lot of food here. And I didn't mean to. It's just I was running around all day like many of you guys. I was stuffing my face pretty much all day. Like we had snacks all day. We had a smorgasbord of food literally rolling out all day before the, shrimp, dip, even some sweets like cookies were out. Good gracious, brownies. I haven't tried the pie. I brought some home. I brought a slice home. I'm like, I'm not leaving without a slice of the pie. Oh my gosh, I'm not leaving without a slice of the pie. And I got some pie. I haven't tried it yet. I was too full. I worked all day with Laura. I did the potatoes. I peeled the eggs. I will tell you, I don't know if it's the way she made the eggs or if it's just I'm just the best peeler in the whole world. Not a nick on any of the eggs. Not a nick. I had those things. I had those bad boys peeled. Like, what? They were gorgeous. I was so proud of myself. And then the potatoes. Such a dork. So, Laura and I are just, we've been around each other entirely too long. Okay. We have been friends we've just been friends too long. Okay. So I roll over there, I'm here. I do the live this morning, we went 2 hours. I was only expecting to do like an hour live. We got start. Excellent. Nice YouTuber. I was clever. Happy Thanksgiving to you. And Angel, it's nice. Oh, Melody, it's nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. So, anyways, I get to her house, guys. Apparently, it's supposed to be cold tomorrow. I very rarely watch TV. When I watch TV, it's just to drown out, the silence in the house. I'm not really paying attention. I very rarely watch the actual news on TV because I'm always searching the news. Well, I never check Florida. And apparently, tomorrow is supposed to be freaking cold here. So I show up to Thanksgiving in my I'm not bossy, I'm just aggressively helpful shirt and shorts. Perfectly. Oh, Moonchild, it's nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I had a wonderful day. I had an amazing day. It was great. Too stuffed. Like I literally, my head, I was so full, my head was spinning. Literally spinning. Like I had to stop eating. And we had like little stuff eating all day. And of course we were in the kitchen. I did the eggs. I did the potatoes. Got that all, down. I brought my ham over. She stuck it in the oven. She had a fried turkey breast. And then she had the bird. She pulls the bird out. The bird is partially done. She spatchcocked. She got it in late, so she decided to spatchcock the turkey so it would cook quicker. Okay, but this turkey had some pretty nice sized breasts on it. I'm just saying, I'm a girl, but I was looking at that turkey and I'm like, I'd like some of that. Okay, I'm not none of the funny business. I'm just saying, those were some nice breasts on that turkey. A little plump. So they didn't quite get done. But she had the fried turkey. We cut that up. And believe it or not, the fried turkey breast pretty much fed the whole family. But when I was, packing up my thing, I saw that they finally got the breast out of the, oven. And they hadn't been sliced yet. So I took a little more of the fried turkey. The fried turkey and the peanut oil. Oh my gosh, you cannot go wrong. Oh my gosh, this stuff was so good. Everything was so stinking good. Fresh, from scratch. Stuffing. She had collard greens and mustard greens together. She had fresh black-eyed peas, mashed potatoes, fresh gravy, turkey, baked turkey, fried turkey, the ham, and a smorgasbord of desserts. They had a maple walnut dump cake. They had a lemon blueberry dump cake. They had fresh baked cookies, chunk cookies, red velvet cake with white chocolate chunk cookies. My apple pie, a pumpkin pie, a sweet potato pie, fresh. I'm not trying to make you guys go completely hungry, but we don't do, everything is from scratch, okay? Even the whip topping. The whip topping was from scratch. Laura made fresh whip topping. I just ate a bowl of banana pudding that she made from scratch with fresh whip topping on it. It was delightful. I was completely stuffed. My belly hurts, folks. My belly hurts. Oh my gosh, I'm having Burger King. Why? Why would you ruin Thanksgiving with Burger King? Thank you. Thank you so much, by the way, for that $10 super chat. I do appreciate it. It's been a while, Moonchild. It's been a while. Happy Thanksgiving, love. You can have your apple pie for breakfast tomorrow with your coffee. Oh, that sounds great. Oh, but it's not, well, see, well, the plate doesn't just have apple pie on it. It has apple pie. It has cheesecake. It has a chocolate chunk cookie. And I feel like there should be something else on there too. I feel like there was 4 things on my plate and I can't remember. I know it wasn't banana pudding because I just ate the banana pudding, but I'm thinking if we're gonna break out that one, I think I'm gonna have to break out the whole pot of coffee because I think we're gonna have to eat cheesecake, cookies, and the apple pie. We'll start out with the apple pie. The apple pie looks so good. Laura fed me eggnog too today. I think it was to butter me up. I don't know why, but she's like, yeah, I got you some eggnog. Why aren't you drinking your eggnog? And I'm like, huh. And then she's like, try this. She has me taste the filling for the deviled eggs. Have you ever tried to taste food after drinking something sweet? Nothing tastes right after drinking a freaking sugar, okay? It's like eating a freaking vanilla cake. That's what you're drinking when you drink eggnog. It's like a vanilla cake in a liquid, okay? And then she's like, here, try this. And she's like, is it too salty? I said, I can't tell. She's like, what do you mean you can't tell? I'm like, I can't tell. I'm like, what do you mean? I can't tell. I think the eggnog's what made my stomach hurt. My stomach, my poor little belly, it hurted. When I got home, my belly was hurting. I ate way too much. I tried telling you guys, especially one of you, like YouTuber, you're not from here. I tried telling you all you people that we're crazy over here in the United States. Like we literally have a day to stuff your face to the point that you pass out. I don't know what other country other than America would have a national holiday that requires you to stuff your face until you pass out. Okay. Only America. I'm just saying. Hey, Denise, it's nice to see you. Not phantom fat. Okay. Eggnog made your head spin. The food made my head spin. I'm sure that eggnog probably didn't help. I had some homemade fried chicken and red beans and rice for Thanksgiving. Hey, that worked. That actually sounds pretty damn good. I would go for that. Honestly, I would go for that. That ain't too bad. Hey, Tammy, it's nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. I literally took a 2-hour nap. Well, I haven't taken my nap. I'm ready to drop. I figured I'd come here and talk about this soldier. So if you guys are just coming in, we learned about, I don't know, well, let me back up. I learned several hours ago because the New York Times posted it. Apparently they talked to Sarah's father. And Sarah's father, we had just gotten the reports that both of the guardsmen made it through the night and made it through their first surgery. And so it, sounded promising. But there was like an hour or so later, the New York Times reported that Sarah's father let them know that she had a mortal wound and that she is not expected to recover. So that's kind of where we were at that point. But, he was there with his daughter and, the family was with her, probably saying their goodbyes. And, we went on with our day. That was the last I heard about it. Of course, my heart went out to the family and everything, but I was just still hoping, like everything, you always still hope for a miracle, even though you know. And so I was waiting. And then I heard, I was on X and I heard the information from, Donald Trump President Donald J. Trump. He was on, and he said that he had just learned, just moments prior to him, coming on to speak about something else, that she did pass away. So at least one of the guardsmen has succumbed to her injuries, and it was the female, it was the 20-year-old. It's very sad. It sounds like these two were just, from my understanding, they were just sworn in. Like, just sworn in. And I just can't imagine their family so proud of them, being here. And I was thinking about it, we know the dangers, when our children, decide they want to have military as their profession. This is their goal. They want to go out and make a difference in the world, and they want to be trained by the military. And there are people that want to be trained by the military. We know when they go overseas for our country, we know that they may not come back. Like, I think that everybody, all the parents, they don't, unless you come from a military family, it's very hard for your family to understand why you're choosing this path. Families obviously don't want you to go down that path because, for the obvious reasons. Most parents are concerned for the well-being of their children. However, military families are very prideful of the service of military. Military service is a very ingrained part of that family dynamic. So they understand the risks, and they understand the reward, and they've obviously survived, and have really honored what they do, and they pass that down from generation to generation, and encourage the younger generation to also serve and things like that. But we know what is abroad. We know that when our servicemen and women go abroad, we expect, the possibility of them not coming home. But it's when they're on our own soil, that really is, and especially when it's not a training exercise, when it's truly terror, when it's truly terrorism, when it's truly a madman, when it's truly the monster. You expect that every place other than on our own soil. I don't think our parents are prepared to send their children onto our own soil and expect them to lose their life. It's just sad that she was here. She was in the safest, what should have been the safest place in our country, Washington, D.C., where all of our politicians and our president resides. And a lunatic that should not be in our country. I'm so sick of saying that. It seems like I feel like every day a broken record. Somebody that shouldn't be here. Here we go again. It's just sad. It's just sad. Hey, crave. I think I'm still craving Thanksgiving. Crave crime with grace. Good gracious, spit it out, Betty. I know, Denise. I am too. My heart. That pie yesterday. I got a piece. No more lies. I got a piece. I don't have any room. Okay? I'm just telling you, the room, like, it's up to here. I think if one more thing goes down the hatch, other than my soda that I'm probably not supposed to drink, I think I'm going to barf. Okay? I don't think anything else can go down my stomach at this moment. Again, for all the people that live out of this country and live in different countries, if you wonder what the hell Thanksgiving is about, apparently we're very, very thankful for food. So thankful for food, we literally stuff our faces until we pass out. Welcome to America. Where's my American flag? Good gracious. Hey, Melanie. Did I say hi to you? It's so nice to see you. Most of our family is military or law enforcement. Yeah, nephew is currently serving in the Marines. Oh, good gracious. My stepdad's a Marine. Well, you don't have to worry about that one. He'll keep things nice and tidy. Won't even allow you to have a sock on your bed. So I wouldn't worry about that one. I'm just saying. Nobody likes those damn Marines, those pesky Marines. We love Marines. We just don't like them as parents. I'm just saying. Who's with me? ER, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. Sorry, I decided to go landscape today because I didn't want any issues going on with my account until I get get out of this whole thing. Everything should be correcting itself. They assured me there's nothing possible going on with my account. So I'm going to trust what YouTube says. I've got a lot of stuff to read. I didn't get a chance to read the whole letter or click on all the links or digest everything. That's why I'm being super, super careful. But until we get that resolved, and I'm going to be doing the link. So we have the landscape and the portrait mode, which seems to be very popular on StreamYard. So I will be adding that plug in as well. As soon as I can find the right plugin, I'll add that in, and we should be able to do that as well. Agree, BHB. You never imagine it is happening here. We are always relieved when one of our military family members are stateside because we expect them to be safe. So exactly. So heartbreaking. I mean, when you have a military child and you hear they're stationed in the United States, every parent has a sigh of relief. Okay, I'm sorry, they just do. Whenever you have a child out there in our military and you know that they are here on this soil, you guys take a little bit of you're a little more relaxed. You still know that there's training exercises, there's things that can injure your child, but let's face it, you're like, I mean, whether you say it to your kid or not, you are excited that they're here, okay? Nobody ever wants their child to go overseas, unless you're, again, a military family and you want the experience, you like the worldly experience, it had a great benefit in your life. But for normal parents that are having children going into the military, and usually children go into the military for a variety of reasons. They go into the military because they don't have money to go to college, okay? That usually is a lot to do with a lot of them. They don't want to be saddled with a whole lot of debt, and they want real world training. And one of the best trainings that you can do is give of yourself to your country, and your country will send you to college and pay for that college so you can be anything that you want to be. My uncle served in the Navy for over 20 years. He got out and then he became a physical therapist and went on to have an amazing career, and then, even another friend of mine, my best friend's son, he served, and he didn't serve 20 years like my uncle did, and he had a full scholarship for school and he became a chef. So, you do have a lot of ability serving your country, and some of it has to do with financial, some of it has to do with pride and tradition, family tradition, but at the end of the day, a lot of people just love this country a lot. But every single parent, no matter who you are, when you hear your child is in the States, you have a sigh of relief. And this was one where these two young folks, again, 20 years old, just starting out in life, 20 and 24 years old, just babies, okay? Just babies. And I heard like 24 hours, 48 hours they were on the job. And she's gone. It's hard. I'm not going to buy the mental illness aspect. I really don't care. I want this stuff to stop. I want these people out of this country. I want everybody to be vetted. I'm sorry, I care about my life. Okay, if you don't care about yours, don't care about yours. But I value mine and I value yours. So I'm going to protect us from me and you. Okay, for me and you. And it's just this is getting ridiculous. This is getting out of control. We've seen this stuff. We're watching this stuff on Twitter every single day. We know it's just a matter of time before it's knocking on our door, and here it is once again knocking on our door. And I'm sorry, it scares me a little bit to think that what's next, and that's kind of where I'm at. I've got to think that there are a lot of people that are like me in this whole thing of, what's next? Is something going to be bigger, or something going to become worse? Is this it? Is this truly like just a lone wolf, or do we have stuff, rolling out? I mean, what do we got? We know these people hate America. Okay, period. No matter whether they're here or not, they still hate us. We plucked them from third world countries that have taught these people since they were children that they want to unalive Americans. Okay, you got to understand that is their culture. And then you put them around a bunch of Americans. What the hell do you think they're going to do? They were taught to take us out since they were little kids, little children. And you're going to just pluck them out of the Middle East and bring them on over here. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. We have a lot of Muslim countries in this world. Why are we not paying them to go to Muslim countries where it seems like they would be happier and more comfortable? Why would you bring them to a country filled with the infidad or whatever the hell it's called? Well, infidad, is that what is it called? Infidel, whatever it is. Why would if we're that to them? Why would you? What? I just want to try to understand the common sense of us being the bad guys, the infidels. Yeah, infidels. Hopefully I'm saying it right. If I'm not, just bear with me. My Hooked on Phonics is broke. But why in the hell would you, if we're the bad guys in their mind, and they're taught since they were children that they need to unalive us, why in the hell would you put them on a bus and send them over here? I mean, I get the humanitarian crap, but don't you think it would be more humanitarian for us to send them to a country that's more like them? That they would be more comfortable in, that they wouldn't look around and think of they're around a whole bunch of monsters that they need to take out? I mean, what is the logic here? It just seems to me that somebody brought people over into our country specifically to hurt us, because it makes zero sense of why they would drag them from the Middle East all the way half across the world over here to America, where they hate us and they just want to hurt us, and by proxy, because they hate us, we kind of, are side-eyeing them. Like, are you going to be the one that slices my throat today? I don't think it's fair for anybody. I don't think it's fair for them. I don't think it's fair for us. I'm just saying that I just think that, they obviously have a culture and a way of life that does not bode with our culture and our way of life. Why would we be bringing them over and telling them and forcing them to deal with our way of life? That seems totally unfair to them. It seems a little inhumane, if you really want my my stance on it. I think they would just be better suited in a more Middle Eastern or more Muslim country if they're Muslim. Just like if we're rescuing Christians, we should be sending those Christians. They don't need to be coming to America. They can be going to other Christian nations. Other Christian nations. Why are we trying to pack people from foreign, third world countries into civilized places when they've been taught from the beginning? You're not changing that. Okay, the only thing that's going to happen is cleansing. It's going to be eat or be eaten, which is what you keep seeing from country to country in this whole situation that we've been dealing with. So anyways, guys, I feel totally bad for Sarah's family. It's completely unfair right before the holidays. Totally unnecessarily, totally preventable, and just sad. 20 years old, guys. 20 flippin' years old. 20 years old. She's a freaking baby. And her dad's having to hold her hand. Her head's probably gauzed all up, probably looking at somebody that doesn't even look like his own daughter. It's just not fair. It really isn't fair. And he's screaming, Allah Akbar, or whatever the hell it is. It's just not fair all the way around. I think it's time for people in the Middle East to be around people in the Middle East. It sounds like people that are from the Western civilization need to be around the Western civilization. I'm sorry, it is just what works. Okay, it's just what works. It's less harm and hostility to us. If they want to, destroy themselves, let them just give them the Middle East to destroy themselves. Let them blow themselves up. Do whatever the hell they want to do. I don't care. It's not my problem. Okay, let's face it. It's not America's problem. You know what is America's problem? An American National Guard being put in the grave the day before on Thanksgiving Day. My husband said it's heartbreaking seeing children used. I know. We could go all day about it, but the bottom line is just get people out of the country that don't belong here, that aren't adding. If they're beneficial to the country, keep them here. If they're not beneficial and they're a cancer to the country, and they came here and they're not Americans, then it's time for them to go. Okay? If you don't have loyalty to America, bye. Okay? That is a requirement to be here. Okay? Under any visa, any program, you have to have loyalty to America. And if you don't have that, then you don't get in. If you can't assimilate to America, which it's clear that Middle Eastern descent people have a hard time assimilating to Western civilization, so they have no reason to be here. None. I'm angry. Once again, I'm angry, but what do you do? All you do is just say something. So right now we have a deceased National Guardsman. I hope the guy pulls through, but I saw images of him. I didn't see images of the girl. I didn't know how bad her wounds are. She's the first to lose her life, but I saw them working on the guy, or at least I thought it was the guy. It might have been her. And you could see that there wasn't a whole lot of blood, and that's never a good sign. I mean, it's never a good sign to have a lot of blood, but it's also never a good sign to have a head wound and little blood, because it means that you're pretty much gone. There's not as much blood up here as, say, there is here, so you're not going to get that type of stuff. And if you do get a head wound and it's not producing a whole lot of blood, then it's typically because your body has stopped pumping blood. You're gone. So, I don't know. I just think it's sad. I just feel like everything was going good, and it's just the way it is. Everything's always going good until, somebody does something like this, and then we look back and it's so unnecessary, and we all know it has something to do with politics. Politics is evil. It's evil. It's demonic. That's why I want to limit it as much as possible, because these people are evil and they're demonic. Okay? They are. I prefer statesmen, but we got evil, demonic politicians. And they will do stuff like this to push a law through or to get something passed, because it's millions and billions of dollars for them or their donors or the people that put them in the office. It's a sick, twisted thing. Now, is that what happened here? I don't know. This guy has contacts and stuff with the CIA. So, I'm sorry. He's got a lot of contact with some serious people, is what I'm saying, And that's never comforting to me when I hear that somebody has connections to the CIA and is responsible for something like this. It never makes me feel comfortable. I don't trust the CIA. Okay? I just don't. I believe they are working on American soil. I believe they have been for decades. I believe that they're not supposed to, and everybody knows that they're working on American soil, but nobody's doing anything to stop them. I don't know. I hope it gets figured out one day. Anyways, we're getting way, way, way off track. Anyways, because I can go on for politics for days. I mean, I literally could. I could talk your ears off for days, and days, and weeks, and months, years. I could go on and on about as much as I can go on about true crime. I can go on about politics. They are my two top knowledge powerhouses. Okay, I know a lot about criminal investigations and law, and I know a lot about politics and criminal investigations and law with related to politics because they're all slimy sons of bitches. Just saying. All right, guys. Well, we have one down. I don't know if the other guy is going to make it. It seemed like he had a head wound that was very serious too. But if we can get him to pull through, maybe, just maybe, we can find some silver lining in all of this bullshit. And it's just bullshit. That poor little girl, 20 years old. Good gracious. 20 years old. I want to repeat that. 20 years old. If you guys come across this on the replay clearly, don't forget to hit that like button on your way in or on your way out. And please don't forget to hype this video as well if you can. I don't know if it does it in the landscape mode or if it's only in the portrait mode. But we'll find out. We'll figure it out. Praying for healing. But guys, on a serious note, I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you guys filled your bellies up like I did. My head was spinning. I was so freaking full. If I ate another bite, and it took me a while. It took me almost an hour after I quit eating just to even get the banana pudding. But banana pudding just never tastes right the next day. It needed to be eaten while it was fresh. I'm sorry, it just does. I don't care whether you believe me or not. I'm just telling you it does. I'm from the South. You got to eat fresh banana pudding. And so I wanted to make sure it ate tonight, and then my belly started hurting again. So I know I'm at my max limit on food. If I eat another bite, I will puke, and I don't want to puke on you guys. So I'm going to let you guys go, okay? But I do want to tell you guys, have a happy Thanksgiving. My Thanksgiving was amazing. I think your Thanksgiving was really, really good. I hope it was at least. Even if you guys were alone, I hope you guys got to just have something to be thankful for, whether it's your house, whether it's the fact that you woke up today, whether it's the fact that maybe you got that job. Maybe you got that good information. I wish you all to have some positivity in your life right now in such a world of chaos and pain. I hope you guys find a little bit of happiness and something that just keeps inspiring you to keep moving forward and doing positive things with your life and with things that you're doing. There's always something to be thankful for. There always is something to be thankful for. That is true, Allie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Even if it's just the great air that's out there, right? I'm always grateful for Delilah. Every morning I wake up, I got a cute little puppy, so happy to see me, licking me, making my morning happy, like just joyful, happy to wake up. And so I can definitely, there's something always to be thankful for. Yes, absolutely, Allie. I agree with that 100%. So guys, be thankful. I'm glad you had some great time with your family and friends. Tomorrow's a great day. I'm not going out of the house tomorrow. It's going to be freaking freezing cold in Florida, and it's Black Friday. I'm fearful, okay? I am fearful of being on the roads. I am fearful of you crazy mamas out there. I don't have children. I ain't fighting over toys this year. You guys have at it. I don't want to be a part of it. I'm telling you, your mamas, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. I've seen you. I've seen some of y'all. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. Well, we're going to do that this year, huh? Nebraska volleyball tomorrow. Ooh, they have to play volleyball in the cold. Oh, is it indoor or outdoor? Because in Florida, we have the outdoor stuff. But I have to think that if it's going to be 40 degrees in Florida, the whole entire United States is going to be freaking cold tomorrow. Just saying. I'm going to be wearing my blizzard suit, so I don't know what you guys are going to be in. All right, guys, I love you. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Be there, be square. I thought so. Okay. All right, Lisa. Well, have a great night. Enjoy the volleyball. We'll chat soon, guys. We'll chat from the office tomorrow. Bye.